Welcome to the mentfx Private Mentorship. In the next few weeks, in the next few months, however long it is that you choose to stay here, you will be let into the world of real smart money trading in tandem with Wyckoff and structure, and learn how to properly refine your entries and analyze the markets from the standpoint of what we believe to be institutional order flow and get involved using the footprints of smart money. Now, as you do this and as you work through all the course content, I ask that you all get a pen and paper and consistently revisit these videos step by step, showing you and taking little nuggets out and then backtesting those nuggets before you ever get involved in any market. I, as well as other members in this community, as a lot of you know, have posted and will continue to post many beautiful trades, many setups, and many markups that act as analysis for what we can potentially expect for the future on a number of currency pairs, indices, commodities, and stocks. There will be a lot of things available to you. However, I tell everyone, and I will continue saying it, that the mentfx mentorship is not meant to breed any signal takers. We are here to breed traders and to breed the ability for you to go and analyze any market on your own and draw your own inferences from what you view, and then trade those inferences as to up to your own responsibility and understand how it is that you want to get involved in the market. So because of the fast growing group and all the people that we have joining now, we are revamping the entire course content to the step-by-step material that we have now, because the old stuff is completely outdated. There are three main things that you will be basically learning in this entire course content, and down the line, we will refine and add on to that. Those three things include structure, supply and demand, and Wyckoff. Those are the three main parts of trading institutional order flow and understanding how and where you may want to get involved, with the later refinement of risk management, trade partialing, and management in general. So this video is going to function as a small stepping stone that tells you to work through all the content and work through it slowly. Make sure you take notes on everything that is said throughout this mentorship, and then participate in the chats, participate in the markups, and feel free to ask me, any other funded member, or even any other member questions. We are building a community here from people that are interested in trading the mentfx way, and that is exactly what we're going to continue to do for as long as we pretty much can. And down the line, of course, for the people in here, we will continue to release very interesting resources, and of course, potentially even start a fund down the line. But that is, of course, down the line. The most important thing for any of you to do right now is recognize that this mentorship is not for the purpose of taking signals, but instead for the purpose of making you refine your own skills, your own understanding, and using that skill set and understanding to begin to analyze and trading the market the way you see fit and trading it consistently. So again, take this note. The three most important things that we will cover in this entire thing is going to be structure, it's going to be Wyckoff, and it's going to be supply and demand. Supply and demand, as you might know them as in other forms, is ultimately the idea of the last buys to sells and sells to buy, because these levels are going to be levels that have certain orders within them. And this is something that we will talk about in the future. However, because we're building this course revamped, we need to have a step-by-step way of doing it. Now, again, like I said, this is a little bit of a run-on video because I need a lot of you that are joining for the first time to understand the importance of how you should be taking in this content and how you should be using it. Take it in, take notes on it, rewatch it, and then every week from now, every Sunday at 4 p.m. EST, we will hold a webinar. This webinar will deal with extra questions that anybody needs. It will deal with potential future outlooks or future markups into the coming week, and it will deal with just general inquiries or even a chat between us traders, and to see if anyone needs any help with any concepts and for additional refinement. But ultimately, you need to go and watch every single course content video. Additionally to that, partner what you see in the course content. So even though a lot of you know that what's on the free YouTube is enough to become successful and become profitable if you really dedicate yourself, so is the course content. So you can choose either one, but the best thing to do is to complement the both together and to take notes on both of them along the way. So by the end, when you look at something like this, everything that's happening here and the reasoning for the entries can make sense to you, and you have the choice of whether you want to trade something as low as this or trade something higher. As we go through, I will try my best to answer questions that I've commonly gotten because we are revamping this, so I am attuned to some of the questions I get asked normally. And before we continue further, what we do is applicable to any market whatsoever. It can be stocks, it can be soybeans, it can be the currencies, it can be commodities, it can be gold, it can be oil. It does not matter. As long as there are candlesticks on your chart, you can trade this way, or you can use these concepts that you will refine to yourself and to make your own strategy that you can apply to any given market. Additionally, this will work on any given time frame. We'll talk about that down the line as well, but the market is fractal, and that is something that we live by and understand here at mentfx. And because of this fractal nature of the market, we are able to take the exact same trades if they are based in certain logic or make the same analysis on any given time frame. Your monthly and weekly setups will look the exact same as some of your 4-hour and 1-hour setups. Your 4-hour and 1-hour setups will look the exact same as a 30-minute, a 20-minute, a 15-minute, a 5-minute, or even lower time frame setup, because the fractal nature of the market allows it to be delivered in a way that will be repetitive and cyclical along each and every single time frame, which gives you the ability to either trade long-term, to trade short-term, to trade short-term that can become long-term, to trade on very low time frames, to trade on very high time frames, or to wait for any number of confirmations that you want to wait for. And this will all be discussed in the coming course content videos, where we cover this from a ground-up understanding, from structure to supply and demand to Wyckoff. So thank you so much for joining the private mentorship, and I hope to see you guys as you work through the private content, and of course, talking with a lot of you and answering your questions and just speaking between you guys in the upcoming webinars that we have down the line on Sundays at 4 p.m. EST. So hopefully you took some notes on that, and hopefully you made it to the end of this video, because that proves that you are going to be working through every part of the content, even if I do run on sometimes. So even though, like I said, this video is a little bit of a run on, it is going to function as the first basis for anyone that joins this group. So again, welcome to the private mentorship, welcome to the mentfx community, and let's teach you how to analyze and view this market from an institutional perspective. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Work through the content and take notes. Thank you.